we're just going to go ahead and start in a child's pose. So just come on down to a comfortable child's pose, big toes touch, knees are out nice and wide. If child's pose is not a comfortable position for you, grab a block if you have one or a pillow, and you can just start right here in a hero's pose. That's completely fine. Another option is embryo pose, where the knees are together and your arms are just back behind you here. So kind of anything goes, whatever feels like a nice place to start. Oftentimes, just hanging out in child's pose for a while can kind of aggravate your shoulders, especially if you have any shoulder issues. So just kind of allow yourself to settle in here into your space in whatever shape it is that you're starting with. And just close your eyes and just start to breathe. So take a nice big full inhale. And a big full exhale, sigh it out. Just let it all go. And as you settle into whichever shape you're in, just notice when you breathe in, if you can create space across the upper back, across the chest, between the ribs. And if as you exhale, you can just allow yourself to kind of melt a little bit deeper into the pose, into the mat. If you're in a child's pose or an embryo pose, allowing for the sit bones to sink towards the heels just a little bit more. So just finding comfort in stillness and finding comfort in your body, however it's talking to you today. And I think I've said this a bunch since March, since this all started. I just think we're all moving very differently. Our bodies are holding things differently, holding stress, holding maybe a little bit of anxiety or fear. And it's hard, at least it's been hard for me, just to find stillness and to connect with a practice. I haven't been very good at it, to be honest. So this is your opportunity to just find that connection to your body and your breath. And so staying in whichever shape you're in, just stick with that breath. Nice big full long inhale. Big exhale, sigh it out, let it go. Let's take a few more just like that. Big full breath in. Full breath out. And again, breathe in, fill all the way up. Fill all the way up into your low back, almost down your tailbone. And hold that breath at the top. And take a big exhale, sigh it out, let it go. And just notice if the breath can help to settle you, if it can help to still your mind just slightly. And then very, very slowly, begin to just walk your hands off to the right. So try to keep the left sit bone reaching towards the left heel. If you're in a kneeling position or a hero's pose, you could just take a side body stretch by capturing your left wrist and just reaching up and over to the right. So that's another option if you're seated. Otherwise, really start to walk those fingertips off to the right. Get a big stretch through that left side especially. Imagine that I'm just kind of pushing on your left hip. So you're trying to keep that nice connection. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. And as you inhale, come back to center. Walk those hands off to the right here. So same thing, keeping that right sit bone reaching towards the right heel. Reach long through the right fingertips, stretch through the right side body. Take a full big inhale. And a full big exhale. Two more just like that. Big breath in. And a big breath out. Let's take one more, maybe even reach a little bit further through the right fingertips. Sink the right sit bone closer towards that right heel. Reach nice and long. And then as you're ready, just release that. Come back to center. Find child's pose one more time, or embryo pose, or whichever it was. If you're seated, just stay seated here for a minute. Come back to your breath. Full inhale. And a full exhale. As you breathe in, start to come forward to a tabletop. So if you're kneeling, just make your way to your tabletop position. If you're in your child's pose, you might want to adjust your knees so that they're a little bit more directly underneath your hips. And we're just going to start to roll through some cow-cat. I like to curl my toes and get a stretch across the soles of my feet. Take a nice big inhale, drop your belly, look up for your cow pose. And then as you exhale, round your spine for your cat pose. And just start to move through that a couple of times. Inhale, drop it down, cow. And exhale, around your spine for cat. And start to add on in whatever way it feels good to add on. So maybe big circles through the torso, rolling the ribs around your midline. I'm just kind of exaggerating that movement. But anything that can help soften the muscles that support the spine and help create a little bit of fluidity through the spine, through the joints. And then you can switch directions if you're rounding. If you're just moving in through your cow-cat, that's fine. So again, just any movement that feels really good in your body. I know I'm super stiff like all the time, it seems like. So anything just kind of feels good to get that movement, to get those synovial fluids rolling through your body. And then start to settle back into stillness. Take a round of cow-cat. Inhale, drop it down for cow. And then exhale, round your spine for cat. Really press into the palms. Exaggerate the rounding in the spine. Draw your navel up towards your low back. So get nice and tight through the core. And then come to neutral. Draw the shoulders down and back, almost like a little bit of a cobra in your tabletop. But see if you can keep your core squeezing up and in towards your low back so that this little drop in the low back doesn't happen. You're staying lifted as if I'm just gently lifting your hips up, but your knees are staying on the ground. So it's this really strong core. I want you to keep that stability so the hips stay nice and level as you go into your spinal balance. So as you inhale, reach the right arm long and the left leg back. Try not to let all the weight come into the right side and that left hip to open up. So keep it nice and level here so the core stays engaged the whole time. Sometimes we just kind of like rush through these and we forget that this is actually a core activity, right? Like we're really working on that core. And then as you're ready, exhale, squeeze elbow to knee, round your spine. Take a couple more. Inhale, open up, reach long. And exhale, squeeze it in. We'll go a few more. Inhale, open up and reach. And exhale, squeeze everything in. Let's go again. Inhale, open up, reach long. Exhale, squeeze everything in. You can feel your core working. Inhale, open up, reach long. Sweep the right hand back behind you, bend into the left knee, and just catch a bind. You don't need to make a twist or anything. You're just getting a little bit of a quad stretch. Lift the left knee a little higher. Keep the hips and the shoulders level. And just start to draw that left heel towards your left glute a little bit more. So it's this nice quad stretch. Take a full breath in. And a full breath out. As you release that, open up and reach long. Bring the right hand down and just lower the left toes. Left leg stays straight. And then push into the left heel. So you're getting a bit of a calf stretch right here. So really just kind of push through that left heel. Reach long through the crown of your head. Try not to lose that connection in the core. And then see if you can just kind of loosen up the back, the entire back side of the left leg. So the hamstring and the calves. Maybe even kind of swinging forward and back just to get a little movement in the ankle even. Start to bring that left knee right back underneath your left hip. Find that balance. Draw the navel in tight. And then as you're ready, inhale, reach the left arm forward and the right leg back. Same thing, keep everything nice and level. See if you can flex into your right foot. Automatically that right hip wants to pop up. See if you can just drop it down slightly and keep the core engaged. On your exhale, squeeze elbow to knee, chin to chest. Round your spine, hollow out your belly. Inhale, open up, reach long. Exhale, squeeze it in. We'll go a couple more. Inhale, open up and reach. And exhale, squeeze it in. One more. Inhale, open up and reach. Exhale, squeeze everything in, round your spine, hollow out that belly. Inhale, open up, reach long. Sweep the left hand back behind you this time. Bend into the right knee. And then keeping the shoulders and the hips relatively square to the ground. Same thing, we're just gonna go a little quad stretch here. Maybe lift the right knee a little higher and draw the right heel closer towards the right glute. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Slowly release, open up, reach long. Left hand comes down, right toes come down, and just kind of push into that right heel. So same thing, just get that big old stretch behind the right leg, so the calf and the hamstring. And then maybe seesaw forward and back, a little bit of ankle mobility here. Bring that right knee right back underneath your right hip. Take one round of cow-cat. Inhale, drop your belly, look up, cow. And exhale, round your spine for cat. Come to neutral, and then tent your fingertips so that you can just kind of walk your way up to a kneeling position. So you're just kneeling. Tailbone is gently tucked. Core stays strong. We're just going to start to activate our core and our quads a lot. So reach those arms forward. Palms can face in. We're just going to start to lean back. So as you lean back, keep this entire torso strong and then come forward. Try not to get into that low back at all. So you're keeping everything nice and tight. Lean back. As you come up, you can reach your arms up overhead if you like that movement. Start to warm up your shoulders and up. Let's take a couple of these guys. Just leaning back. I don't often throw in much core work in my yoga classes. I think it's all core, but sometimes it's nice just to fire it up and start to feel your core actually working for you, doing what it's supposed to do. And up. Let's take one more. Here we go. Come all the way up. And then from here, you can just bring your hands to your hips. I'm going to turn and face you guys. Hands to your hips. Step the right foot forward so that you're in a low lunge, balancing on that left knee slightly. Drop down into it just a little bit. Get that nice stretch through the left hip flexor. Take a full inhale and a full exhale. Come up so you're aligned properly, hip over knee, knee over ankle. Reach the arms up. Capture the left wrist and just reach up and over to the right. So you're getting this nice side body stretch all the way through the left side body. So really kind of creating these side body stretches. You're going to see it throughout. And then eventually we'll go into some twists. And then when you're ready, inhale, come back up. And then bring the right knee back so you're back into that kneeling position. Arms reach forward. Nice big inhale. Exhale, lean back. Inhale, bring it all the way up. Arms reach up overhead. Let's move through that a couple more times, maybe just 4 more times at your own pace. So again, just activating the core, the quads, trying to keep your low back nice and protected. And one more. Up you go. Hands come to the hips, weight in the right knee this time, and that left foot steps forward, drop down into that lunge, get into that right hip flexor, maybe bounce a couple times. That's okay on your knee. And then come right back up, sweep the arms up to the sky, capture the right wrist up and over to the left, full big inhale, full big exhale. Let's go one big full inhale again, get really nice and long through that right side body. And then release back to center. Left knee comes back down. Arms reach forward. One more time, lean back. Come all the way up. Let's just do 4 more at your own pace. So final little push here to get that core to talk to you. Maybe the quads are doing a little bit more of the work, but see if you can lean back enough to the point where you feel that the abdominal muscles have to pull you back up. It's not just your quads, all right? From there, bring those hands down, curl your toes, reach the hips up and back, and you've got your downward facing dog. And just shake those hips out from side to side. Soften the heels down towards the ground, press into your palms. See if you can draw your chest closer towards your thighs. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. As you inhale, glide forward to your plank pose. Let's go knees down first, and then just kind of roll all the way down to your belly. Keep your hands right underneath your shoulders. Flip to the tops of your feet. Activate your glutes, activate your quads, lift your kneecaps up off of the mat, and then peel up for Bhujangasana Cobra pose. Make it small, pull the shoulders down and back. Keep your gaze down towards the ground, and exhale, release. Curl through your toes, press up just to your knees. Even if you know you can go to plank, just go knees, and then plank, and then downward facing dog. Nice big breath in, and a big breath out. As you inhale, look forward, come up high on your tiptoes, and then tiptoe to a standing forward fold at the top of your mat. Try to keep your legs straight for as long as you can. Drop your heels, forward fold. Bend your knees a lot and reach for opposite elbows. Just find a ragdoll here. Sway from side to side. Really try to let your head relax. So no gazing up at the screen. We do that enough all day. Release your hands, keep your knees bent. Roll up slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, until you come all the way up to standing. Sweep the arms up overhead, reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart, and just pause for a minute. Close your eyes, take a full breath in, and a full breath out. Press the palms together, draw the shoulders down and back. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky, reach up. Exhale, hands through heart center, forward fold, hinge at the hips, nice long spine. Use a block always if the ground feels a little bit far away or you just need some support there. Take a full breath in, bring it up. Halfway lift, long spine. On your exhale, step the right leg back to a low lunge. Step the left leg back, plank pose. Firm up in that plank pose. Same thing, pushing into the heels like we did when we were kind of warming up in a tabletop, squeezing the navel up into the low back so that the low back is almost a little bit rounded. And then see if you can dome the upper back. So it's this big lift through the torso. Take a full breath in here and stay. Full breath out. Let's go 2 more, really heat things up. Inhale and exhale. As you inhale this time, glide forward. Your choice to go knees or all the way down to the ground in one piece. Elbows pull in, flip to the tops of the feet. Breathe in, peel up, Bhujangasana, Cobra pose. And exhale, release. We're gonna take that 2 more times so you can adjust your Cobra as you feel warmer. Inhale, peel up, Cobra, maybe lifting a little higher. And exhale, release. Let's go 1 more, peel up for Cobra. If seal pose feels good as in your practice, you can straighten into those arms, really stretch out through the skin of the belly. And then exhale, release. Curl through your toes, press up to plank your way, so maybe knees first, maybe not. And exhale, downward facing dog. Nice full breath in, and a full breath out. As you inhale, look forward. Your choice to bend your knees, hopper step, forward fold, top of the mat. Take your time, breathe in, halfway lift, long spine. And exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky, reach up, stretch up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Pause, take a full breath in, and a full breath out. So we're just gonna move through Sun A a few times. We can start to add our chaturangas, we can add upward facing dog. So just moving at your own pace with this. When you're ready for it, inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky, reach up, stretch up. And then exhale, hands come right through heart center, forward fold. Inhale brings you up, halfway lift. On your exhale, plant your hands. 1 more time, let's just first step the left leg back. Sorry, just get a little low lunge stretch here. Then we'll go right leg back, plank. Your choice, lowering halfway or all the way, Cobra or first upward facing dog if you want that. Hips are lifted, shoulders are down and back. And exhale, downward facing dog. Really see if you can get into those calves and hamstrings, releasing those heels down, maybe kind of pedaling them out one at a time. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Inhale, look forward. Bend your knees, hopper step, forward fold, top of the mat. Your breath in brings you up, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep those arms up to the sky, reach up, stretch up. Exhale, hands to your heart, pause. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Let's go again. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. Just starting to get nice and warm. Exhale, hands through heart center, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, make your way back to plank your way. Hop or step back to plank, lowering halfway or all the way. Remember, if you hop back to plank, bend the elbows. Cobra or upward facing dog, it's your choice. We'll meet in downward facing dog. There's no rush. Really, really do linger where it feels good to linger. Hang out where it feels good. From your downward facing dog, 3 breath rounds. Full inhale. Full exhale. Again, just like that. Nice full big breath in. Big breath out. Take one more inhale. One more exhale. As you inhale, reach the right leg up and back. Find a 3-legged dog, and then scorpion your dog on the right side. So stack the hips, open up that right knee towards the sky. See if you can draw the right shoulder towards your mat slightly. Full breath in. On your exhale, right knee, right tricep. Squeeze it in, strong core. Up and back, 3-legged dog. Exhale, right to left, twisted up, gaze forward. Up and back. From here, step that right foot between your hands. Set yourself up. Find your stability and your balance before you just shoot the arms up to the sky. We're coming up to our crescent lunge. Sweep those arms up. So we're staying really strong in that left leg. Left glute is starting to activate. Reach the arms up. Sink a little deeper into your crescent. And then take that left hand, reach up and over to the right for a little side body stretch. It's going to throw that balance off a little bit. Take a full breath in. And a full breath out. Inhale your way back up to center. Root down in the right foot. Right away, we're going to start some balance. Maybe sweep the arms back behind you for some momentum. And you're just going to go right into your standing knee raise. So find that balance. Take a minute to set your balance. Yeah, good, you guys. And it's a figure 4. Left ankle over right thigh. Face the screen. Left ankle over right thigh, hands to your heart, and just sink down into it. Get into that left hip. Maybe use your left hand to press your left knee away, and your right hand can go to your right hip. So really flex into the left foot, stay with your balance, take a full inhale, and a full exhale. And as you feel stable, slowly start to draw the left knee back up to center. Bring those hands to your heart. I'm going to turn. Hands to your heart. Float the left leg back behind you. Move slowly. Start to make that right leg really work. Warrior 3. Stay here in your warrior 3. Take a full inhale. On your exhale, lower all the way down. Warrior 2. Unwind. Seal that left foot down. So the arch of the left foot should line up with the heel of the right foot. Sink a little deeper into that right knee. Take a minute to set yourself up. Relax those shoulders. Inhale, reach forward. Peaceful warrior, left hand back. Bring your right hand to your head just for some support. So your head can just rest in your hand. And you can even get that bigger stretch through the right side body. Draw the left ribs up towards the sky. Big breath in. On that exhale, side angle, elbow to knee. Circle sweep the left arm up overhead. Draw the right rib cage up. Nice big inhale. Big exhale. Let's go one more. See if you can draw the left shoulder away from the left ear. Big exhale. Start to sweep the left arm out in front of you. Prasarita, wide forward fold. Pivot the right toes and just let that head hang. So if you have any tightness in the hamstrings or the calves, just kind of shake those hips from side to side. Maybe bend one knee and then the other. We're not going to go into any skandhasanas, so you can just kind of get a little bit of movement here. Come back to your breath. Take a full big inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Plant your left hand under your nose and peel the right arm up to the sky. So just starting to add a little bit of a twist. Breathe in. And then as you exhale, plant the right hand, peel the left arm up to the sky. Let's just go back and forth, plant the left hand, peel the right arm up to the sky. Again, just like that, plant the right hand, peel the left arm up. And then we'll go back to our prasarita, wide forward fold, shake your head yes and no, side to side, really loosen up your neck here. And then start to make circles with your head. I would keep your eyes closed so you don't get dizzy. Circles in both directions. It's creating a little bit of traction through your cervical spine here. And just kind of let that feel good. Let your head feel really heavy. Inhale for a halfway lift, long spine. And then from here, crawl to the top of your mat. Take a nice low lunge. Drop into those hips. Lift your heart. And then exhale. Let's go cat lunge, straighten into the legs, round your spine. We'll move through that 2 more times. Inhale, drop it down, cow lunge. Shoulders are down and back, chest is open. Cat lunge. Again, like so, drop it down, cow lunge. And cat lunge. Good, come back to your low lunge. Step your right foot back behind you, plank pose. From your plank pose, we're gonna lower all the way to the ground. So come all the way down to your belly. And let's just find crocodile pose for a second. So forearm over forearm. Let's go left forearm over right. Let your head rest on your forearms, shake your hips from side to side. Just really loosening it up. We're gonna get into that left side. So from here, as you're ready to inhale, kind of lift your chest. This doesn't have to be a big lift. Keep the right forearm exactly where it is. Sweep the left hand back behind you and bend into your left knee. See if you can capture your left foot. If you need a strap to get that connection, I'll give you guys a minute here so you can get a strap and get that connection. And you're just gonna go into a quad stretch here is all it is. So what I want is for you to tuck your tailbone and push your hip points into the ground underneath you. So we're working towards deeper back bends, but to start with, we really want to make sure our quads are open. And a deep back bend might be just this, okay? So we're gonna have a lot of options as we go. But the first thing is to get those quads to open up a little bit, the hip flexors to open up a little bit. If this feels good, go ahead and just start to lift your chest. Keep that right forearm where it is, just kind of for foundation, for support, so that you're not dropping down into your back too much. But try not to lift the left knee. Just keep that quad pushing into the ground. Tailbone is tucked. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Good. Start to release the left leg. Bring the left arm forward. Stack the forearms, shake those hips. You can even bend your knees and windshield side to side. Good. From here, release the feet. Bring those hands under your shoulders. Curl your toes. Press up, plank pose. And exhale, downward facing dog. Just pedal out that down dog. Take a nice full inhale. And a full exhale. When you're ready, breathe in. Reach the left leg up and back. Three-legged dog. And then you're gonna scorpion on that left side, stack the hips, open everything up. Try to drop the left shoulder slightly, take a big breath in. On your exhale, left knee, left tricep, squeeze in. Up and back, three-legged dog. Left to right, twist it up. Up and back. From there, step the left foot forward. Drop down into that lunge, get strong in the right leg. Same thing, we're gonna come up to our crescent lunge. But keep that solid foundation. Fingertips are tented just so you can lift yourself all the way up. Keep the right leg strong. You don't want the right knee bent. You want it strong to support you. Take a full inhale. And then as you're ready, take that right wrist, reach up and over to the left. It might throw you off slightly. Big inhale. Big exhale. Inhale back to center. Wing the arms back behind you. Bring the weight into the left foot. Standing right knee raise brings you up. So draw that right knee up. Hands can come to the heart. Figure 4. Right ankle over left thigh. And same thing, you can use the right hand to kind of press the right knee away, get kind of deep into that. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. And a couple more. Nice big inhale and a big exhale. Stay with your balance. When you're ready, inhale, come right back up to that knee raise. Keep it stable. I'm going to turn. And we're going to float that right leg back, warrior three. So take a minute in your warrior three. Lift the right heel higher. Bend a little bit into the standing leg. Full inhale. Exhale, slowly lower it down. Open yourself up, warrior two. So really kind of working on that balance and stability, moving a little bit slower. Sink into the left knee. Stack your shoulders right over your hips. Take a big inhale, reach forward. Peaceful warrior, right hand back, left arm up and over. Breathe in. Bring your left hand to your head and just kind of let your head relax. Breathe out. Again, nice big inhale. And then as you exhale, side angle, circle sweep that right arm up overhead. Draw the left rib cage up slightly. Take a big inhale and a big exhale. Let's go two more just like that. Nice big breath in and a big breath out. Reach a little bit longer through the right fingertips. Soften the right shoulder away from the right ear. Circle sweep the right hand overhead. Prasarita wide forward fold. Again, let that head hang. Shake the hips out from side to side just a little bit. Inhale for a halfway lift, long spine. From here, you can bring the right hand to the left ankle and take a deeper twist and sweep the left arm up overhead and maybe even reach that left arm back behind you and reach towards your right thigh. So just really kind of twisting yourself up here, but still getting that nice stretch behind the legs. Full inhale and a full exhale. Start to unwind and just come back to your Prasarita for a second. Breathe in, come up for a halfway lift. Just kind of come back to your breath. Make sure that you're not dizzy from that twist. And then from here, you'll bring left hand to right ankle, peel the right arm up overhead. Behind you, maybe capturing your left thigh, maybe. Full breath in and a full breath out. Good, one more nice big inhale. Big exhale. Unwind all of that back to a Prasarita, wide forward fold. Your breath in brings you up halfway lift, long spine. Crawl to the top of your mat. So to the left, low, cow lunge, drop your hips, lift your heart. And exhale, take your cat lunge. Couple more just like that. Inhale, drop it down, cow lunge. Exhale, cat lunge. We'll go one more, cow lunge. Take that cat lunge. Good, bend into your left knee, plant your hands, step the left foot back to meet the right, plank. Lower all the way down to your belly. This time we'll go left forearm down first, right forearm over left, forehead relaxes, shake those hips from side to side. Keeping your left forearm where it is, go ahead and just kind of lift yourself up just a little bit. Sweep the right hand back behind you, bend into the right knee. Try not to let the right knee flail out to the right or flare or whatever. And then draw the right heel towards the right glute. Tuck the tailbone slightly. Push your hips into the mat. And then push that right quad into the mat. So from here, you can just stay. You can relax your head if you want to. Again, we're really just going for a quad stretch. We'll add some more back bending eventually. If you feel ready and warm enough to just kind of lift your chest a little higher, do so, but try not to create any rotation. So this is all anti-rotation. You're trying to keep your spine in solid alignment. You don't want to rotate as you're bending into your back. Full inhale and a full exhale. Good, release the right leg down. Bring the right hand over, or the right forearm over the left. Bend your knees and just windshield side to side. From there, release the legs. Bring your hands under your shoulders. Curl your toes, press up to your plank pose, and exhale, downward facing dog. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Inhale, look forward. Bend your knees, hop or step forward, fold top of your mat. Your breath in brings you up halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Root down through the soles of the feet, come all the way up. Mountain pose, reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Pause here for a minute, grab a sip of water if you need it. We'll be here for about 3 breath rounds. Take a full inhale and a full exhale. Couple more, big breath in, and big breath out. Take one more big inhale. Biggest exhale yet, let it go. Breathe in, sweep the arms up to the sky, stretch up. Exhale, hands through heart center, forward fold. Take a breath in, bring it up halfway, lift long spine. And then as we exhale, hop or step back, float through your vinyasa your way, however you want to get to your downward facing dog. Moving at your own pace. Once you land in that down dog, we'll go 3 breath rounds for everybody to catch up. Full inhale, full exhale. See if you can deepen into the pose as we stay in them just a little bit longer. Another big inhale. Wrap the shoulder blades around to create space in the upper back. Inhale, right leg up and back, 3-legged. Step it all the way through, low lunge becomes your high crescent lunge. So finding that balance and stability, take a full inhale here. Once you're up, exhale, simple twist, right hand back. Inhale, reach both arms up to the sky. Exhale one time, lean and fly. Wing those arms back behind you. Bring the weight into that right foot. Get ready to take off to warrior 3. Float, whoa, float that left leg high. Really kind of like airplane pose, arms are back behind you. And then as you're ready, standing knee raise. Keep the left arm down, reach the right arm up to the sky. From your standing knee raise, draw the left heel back towards the left glute. See if you can capture that foot or the ankle. Right here is a great place to be. Just like we were on our tummies, you're here, you're getting a quad stretch, you're lifting your collarbones up towards the sky. Little baby back bend. You can take it deeper if you want to and move towards a bigger version of your dancer pose. Lifting the chest, try not to let the left knee splay out to the left. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Without slingshotting, release that left leg. Warrior 3, stay with your balance, you guys. You've got this. All the way down, warrior 2, unwind. Find that warrior 2 shape. However you get there, take a minute, stretch it out, settle into your shape. Breathe in, reach forward. Peaceful warrior, left hand back, right arm up and over. Exhale, side angle, maybe a little deeper. Reach the left arm up to the sky, sweep the left hand back behind you. Find a little bind like we did in that prostrata twist. Bind or half bind. If you like a full bind and your shoulders are ready, go for it. We didn't do a lot of shoulder opening. Breathe in and breathe out. As you feel ready, you're gonna make your way all the way up to your high pyramid pose. Pivot the right toes, reach up. And exhale, goddess pose. Get low, squeeze the shoulders down and back. Take a full inhale, sway from side to side. Feet face out. Sink a little deeper. And we'll pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands to your knees, shrug your shoulders up to your ears. Drop your right shoulder, look over your left. Inhale, center. Drop your left, look over your right. Again, inhale, center. Drop your right, look over your left. We'll go one more time, back to center. Drop your left, look over your right. Good. Breathe in, back to center, come all the way up, high pyramid pose, reach up, stretch up. And then we'll adjust our right foot. So we're setting up for Trikonasana triangle pose. Soften the shoulders, bump the left hips back, reach long through the right fingertips. Try not to lock out the right knee. And then make your way to your triangle pose. I like a block. The ground just feels a little bit far away from me. I feel like I can set myself up better when I have a block for support. So really anything will work. See if you can lengthen out the right rib cage and just kind of gently drop the left rib cage. And then tuck your tailbone down towards your left heel. See if you get a nice stretch to the left obliques here. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Keeping everything the same, reverse your triangle pose. Left hand back, right arm opens you up. And then one more time, we'll go Trikonasana triangle pose, bump the left hips back. And using the block, if you like it, draw the right rib cage up slightly. Lean into the shoulders and press the hips forward. Bend into the right knee, extended side angle. Good. And then from here, we're just going to rotate our torso, pivot onto the ball mat of the left foot. You're in a low lunge. From your low lunge, step the right foot back to meet the left, plank pose. Take a nice big inhale, bring it forward onto those tiptoes, lower all the way down to your belly once again. From here, we're going to set up for an upside down tabletop. Do this version first, even if you're like, I want to go into bow pose and I know that my back is flexible. Let's get this upside down tabletop first, because when we come back, we're going to go into a bow pose. So bending into the knees, reaching for the ankles. Bring the knees together, flex your feet. Keep your head down, tuck your tailbone, press your quads into the ground, and flex those feet like you're pushing the ceiling away from you. Keep your quads connected to the ground. Keep your belly down, keep your forehead down, and then squeeze those heels in towards your glutes. So you're really just like in an upside down bridge. So you're pressing, pressing, pressing. You can keep that core and the hips super active the more that you can press them into the ground. We're getting a big stretch. Full breath in, full breath out. Slowly release the ankles. Hands can come under your shoulders. Just for a minute, press back, child's pose. Let your back relax. Even though it wasn't a big back bend, we're just starting to get there. So we just want to counter out that stretch, that extension. Full inhale, full exhale. Start to make your way towards your tabletop. Crawl it forward, curl your toes. Hips come up and back, downward facing dog. So start to find that downward facing dog again. Big inhale. Big exhale. Breathe in, reach the left leg up and back, three-legged. Step it all the way through. Low lunge becomes your high crescent lunge. So find your balance first. Sweep those arms up to the sky, reach all the way up. Strong back leg. Take a full inhale. Exhale, simple twist, left hand back, right hand in front. Good. Inhale, reach both arms up to the sky. Exhale, lean and fly, wing the arms back behind you. Start to bring the weight into the left foot here. And then as you feel ready, you're making your way into your warrior three, or it's more like your airplane pose because the arms are reaching, streaming back behind you. Take a full inhale, full exhale. Start to make your way up. Standing right knee raise, left arm comes up like a little lever. And then the right heel reaches towards the right glutes. Draw that in. Capture your foot or your ankle. Tuck your tailbone slightly. Get that little quad stretch. You can stay here, or you can start to add a little bit more in your dancer pose. Try not to let the right knee splay out to the right. Keep things nice and even. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Without slingshotting, release. Warrior three, stay in your warrior three, full inhale. And then as you're ready, slowly bring it down, unwind warrior two. Good, gaze over those left fingertips. Find your warrior two setup. Take a big inhale, reach forward. Peaceful warrior, right hand back, left arm up and over. Big inhale. Exhale, take it down, side angle. Optional bind or half bind, kind of whatever goes here. See if you can draw the left rib cage up slightly. Take a full inhale and a full exhale. Let's go one more nice big inhale. Big exhale. Begin to unwind, come all the way up. High pyramid pose, reach up, stretch up. And then as you exhale, goddess pose, gold post arms sink low. Sway from side to side. Pull the right heel up just for a second. Release it down, left heel up just for a second. Release it down. Maybe you go both heels up. Full inhale. Full exhale. Stay for one more. Breathe in. Exhale, release the heels. Come all the way up. Stretch up. Take a little baby back bend, gold post arms. Inhale all the way up, high pyramid pose. And then adjust the left foot so it's facing forward, setting yourself up for your Trikonasana triangle pose. Bump the right hips back first, lengthen through the torso, then bring that left hand down, shin or a block or the ground. Really try to drop into the right rib cage and lengthen into the left without locking out the left knee. It's a huge shape. It's a lot to think about. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Keeping that shape as it is, come all the way up, reverse your triangle pose, left hand back, right arm up and over. And we're gonna go one more time, Trikonasana, triangle pose, maybe kind of adjusting it a little bit more, tucking that left hip under, and then tucking the tailbone down towards the right heel. Full breath in, full breath out. Start to bend into the left knee, extended side angle. Good. Sweep the right hand down. Come onto the ball mound of the right foot, low lunge, step it on back plank, lower all the way down to your belly. So here we are, optional bow pose, just going into a deeper back bend if you feel ready for it. All right, so we've got our core active, our quads are open, bending into the right knee, bending into the left. If bow pose isn't for you, locust pose is fine. You can keep the legs straight, stream the arms back, and still lift everything up. So that's optional. On your hip points, as you're ready, lift. Draw the shoulders down and back, open the chest, take a full inhale, activate your glutes, full exhale. Two more wherever you are. One more breath round. Exhale, release everything down, press back. Child's pose, toes touch, knees come out nice and wide. Take a minute here in your child's pose, let that low back soften. Big breath in. And a big breath out. Two more breath rounds. Breathe in, fill up. Breathe out, let it go. Take one more. And then as you feel ready, just start to crawl your way to a tabletop. And then curl those toes, make your way up and back, downward facing dog. Once you land in that down dog, just hang out there for a breath or two. Good. Take your time, breathe in, and breathe out. Last little go around. Sweep the right leg up and back. Three-legged dog. Go ahead and step it all the way through, low lunge. Becomes high crescent lunge. Sweep those arms up to the sky. You can stay here and add a simple twist. Or if you're ready for a deeper twist, hands to your heart, hinge forward. Revolve crescent lunge, left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Press the palms together. Take a full breath in. And a full breath out. As you inhale, come back to center and just open yourself all the way up, warrior two. So maybe you adjust the feet slightly. Inhale, reach forward. Peaceful warrior, left hand back, right arm up and over. On that exhale, side angle. Again, bind or half bind. So if you feel ready to go towards a deeper bind, you can go there. Breathe in and breathe out. If you're bound, release. Open all the way up, reverse your triangle pose. Fill up the right side body, take a full inhale, full exhale. From here, inhale, come up to center. And I would maybe step that right foot forward a little bit. Shimmy your hips so they're facing relatively forward. We're going into our revolved triangle, so I like a shorter and a wider stance. Reach the arms up to the sky. As you exhale, left hand comes down as that right arm peels up. So again, I like a block here because I just don't have the reach and I feel like I can stay in a better shape. I really want to make sure the outside edge of my left foot is staying connected to the ground. It's very easy to lose that. So I'm pulling the right hip back and I'm rooting down through the left leg. Breathe in, breathe out. One more nice big inhale. Big exhale. Unwind, bring that right hand down, bend into your right knee, and then pivot onto the ball mound of the left foot. Step the right foot back to meet the left, downward facing dog. So just our last little go around, easy little flow, just adding that big, big twist at the end. From your downward facing dog, take a nice big breath in, a big breath out. Inhale, reach the right leg, left leg up and back. Step it all the way through, low lunge becomes your high crescent lunge. Sweep the arms up to the sky. Optional simple twist or optional deeper revolve crescent lunge, hands to the heart, hinge forward, right elbow to the outside of the left knee, press the palms together, take a full breath in and a full breath out. Good, one more big inhale. Unwind, open everything up, warrior two. Inhale, reach forward. Peaceful warrior, right hand back, left arm up and over. Exhale, side angle. Optional bind or half bind. So whatever you did on the other side, you can go there. Keep the chest open if you're bound. Full breath in, full breath out. If you're bound, release it. Straighten into the left leg. Reverse your triangle pose, right hand back, left arm up and over. Inhale your way back up. And then hands can come to the hips, same thing. Step the right foot a little bit further forward. Pivot the right hip, pull the right hip forward. You can even go wide like you're on railroad tracks. Reach the arms up to the sky. And then as you exhale, it's the right hand that's coming down and the left hand that's peeling you open into a twist. So same thing, left hip is gonna bump back, right foot needs to connect to the ground. Get that outer edge connected, it's really hard. Breathe in, lengthen into your spine, breathe out. Two more breath rounds, full inhale, full exhale. One more. From here, unwind. Plant that left hand, pivot onto the ball mound of the right foot. Step it back, plank pose. Take a full breath in. As you exhale, tabletop, one round of cow-cat. And then just make your way to sitting on your heels. So just come back to a seat. Bring one hand down, lean off to one side, sweep your legs out long in front of you. And then we're gonna roll onto our back. So we're setting up for a deeper back bend. So we can go bridge, or if full wheel's in your practice and you feel super ready for full wheel, you can take that. Completely optional. I'm gonna get my block and I'm gonna actually set up for my first round with some support, mostly just because I'm feeling pretty tight today and I just don't feel like I wanna go into a full wheel. And I like the support of a block underneath my back. So I'm just gonna take my version of a deeper back bend, and right now this is enough. So wherever you are, get yourself kind of set up and ready. Lift the hips or find the support of the block. And be in that shape for 3 full breath rounds. Don't cheat yourself out of it, especially if you're practicing full wheel. Try to stay there. Try to stay lifted as much as you can. Full inhale. Full exhale. 2 more. We'll go 1 more breath. And then tuck your chin, slowly come down. If you have a block, slide it out to the side, still move slowly. Step your feet wide, let your knees knock in, and just kind of windshield wiper from side to side. So opening up your low back. We'll go for 1 more round. Again, your version. If you have a block and you just want to go a little higher, you can do that. If you're ready for full wheel and you want to go there and you feel safe, you can do that. Step the feet back to hip width distance. Root down through the soles of the feet as you feel ready. Lift your hips. Do whatever you're doing. 3 full breath rounds. Try to really slow the breath down. Last one. Wherever you are, tuck your chin. If you have a block, slide it out. Slowly roll down. 1 more time, step the feet wide, let the knees knock in. Windshield wiper them from side to side, so internal, external rotation, opening your sacrum. Draw your knees into your chest. Rock and roll from side to side to massage the low back slightly. And then reach for the outside edges of your feet. Just find a little happy baby. Try to keep the low back connected to the ground. So really draw the core in tight to keep your low back connected. Try not to pop it up. And then if you want, you can straighten into one leg and then the other. But just get that kind of big old stretch in the hamstrings. And then draw your knees together. Lift your shoulders, tuck your chin, give yourself a big squeeze. And start to make your way all the way down onto your back. You have the option, if you want it, to bring the soles of the feet together and the knees out wide, just to kind of open up those hips a little bit. But if this starts to create any compression in your low back, undo that. Step the feet wide and let the knees knock in towards each other, okay? Because this just kind of closes the low back, whereas feet wide, knees in opens the low back. And after the back bending, you might feel like you want some space. So wherever you are, just kind of hang out there. You can stay here for your Shavasana, or you can start to straighten into the legs as you feel ready and just find that final shape. And just begin to come into your breath. Nice big long inhales and big long exhales. You're welcome to stay in your Shavasana for as long as you want. You don't need to rush right out of it. If you feel ready to move forward, you can come back to your breath, wiggle your fingers into your toes, take a full inhale and a full exhale. Roll off to one side. Make your way up to a seat when you're ready. Again, there's no rush. You know, some of us have to go back to work and back to the things, but if you don't have to go back to the things, maybe just stay on your back. It's kind of a short little Shavasana. But wherever you are, bring your hands to your heart. Press your palms together. Take a nice big breath in and a big breath out. And I bring my hands to my heart. I thank you for showing up, for practicing, just for making the time on this really beautiful Monday to be here, and just for keeping up with that weekly Monday routine. I appreciate it so much, you guys. From my heart to yours, namaste.